Welcome to Pimpy's Investment Chat, where we keep investment talk simple. And here's your host, Pimpy.
What is going on out there, peeps? All right. Look, let's get back to Iraq. Look, there's a lot of reforms taking place and a lot of great changes happening in Iraq. I get a lot of people saying, Pimpy, nobody really seems to be reporting on the Iraqi Dinar, or it's the same crap over and over. And I go, yeah, it gets redundant. I told you guys that. I mean, I can report the news every day like you guys want me to. But the truth of the matter is it's election season for me, so it's kind of crazy. But the other issue is, you know, it's the same thing out there. And just be careful, because people are going to try to pump you up full of hope. And just hang tight. Just wait for them to change. That's all you could do. And people trying to tell you that's going to happen. How many times have you guys been hearing that now for the longest time? For almost like a good 6, 7, 8 months. There's all this hype. It's going to change tomorrow. It's going to change tomorrow, because there was so much talk about the exchange rate. And I keep telling people, no, don't get caught up in that. That's not what's going to happen. It's still, there's things that need to be done. Oh, they're in the WTO now. Well, they've been in the WTO. Well, they have to change the exchange rate before they go to the WTO. No, they don't have to change the exchange rate. And I keep telling you guys got to be careful with who you're listening to. They don't know their ass from hole in the ground, all right? So anyways, let's go over just a couple of things that are in the news, and then we'll talk more about the exchange rate. I just want to give everybody a quick reminder. You can go over to Pimpy's News Network. It is free for everybody. Yeah, I've been posting a ton of videos over there on Pimpy's News Network. I want to encourage everybody to go over there, because when I do get free time, I usually stick my videos over there because it's pertaining to election season. So there's a lot of videos that have been posted recently over there on Pimpy's News Network. The link is down below in the description. It's free to join, so go on, head on over there and check things out. Before we get started, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel, and I certainly do appreciate it. If you're thinking about buying gold and silver, head on over to our friends at Miles Franklin. The link will be down below in the description. When you make your purchase, make sure you use promo code Pimpy, P-I-M-P-Y, and they'll take care of you. If you have any additional questions, you can reach us over here at this phone number or over here at this particular email. For all orders over $10,000, reach out by email and we'll make sure that you get a great deal. So come on over to Miles Franklin and add to your precious metal inventory. So Iraq announces new investments in the gas sector, which shouldn't be surprising. They have been doing a lot of reforming in the banking sector and especially in the gas sector. They've been losing billions of dollars every year just because of how sloppy and outdated everything was in their oil and gas sector. So, you know, some experts have been coming out there explaining to Iraq what it is they need to do. They're updating their equipment. They're updating their technology. So little by little, Iraq is getting a better grip on all the money they've been losing. Baghdad, the Iraq Ministry of Oil announced on Monday the investment of 1,250 million standard cubic feet of gas in 3 governments. It stressed its keenness to support all development projects, in addition to increasing the volume of investments in the oil and energy sector, especially in developing infrastructure, exploring and investing in gas, and closing the flare gas file, as well as improving the conditions and environment of oil work and qualifying oil cadres. A lot of people were asking me about what the flaring is. This is flaring on oil fields. There's like this gas that comes up in as they're pulling up oil or refining. So what they do is just burn the excess off. So they're going to stop flaring. This is very toxic, by the way, and it's very bad for our environment. We do it here in California, but it looks like they're going to stop flaring. Usually it's too costly for them to stop this and trying to figure out a way to capture this. Apparently with this new technology, they're going to be able to stop flaring and be able to capture the gas, which would just bring more money in for Iraq. It added that the projects included implementing gas investment contracts with the French company Total. That's the name of the company, by the way, Total. With a capacity of 600 million standard cubic feet per day. A gas investment project in Nasiriyah with the capacity of 200 million standard cubic feet per day. And investing in the Nar Ben Omar field with a capacity of 150 million cubic feet per day. In addition to the associated gas processing project, processing the Al Fayat field to invest all the quantities of associated gas produced with the quantity of 300 million standard cubic feet per day. Anyways, I also noticed the increase of oil being shipped to the United States, trying to do what they can to hold down the gas prices, especially during an election year. It just looks like crap for the Democrats. They had to revise their unemployment numbers. Every time you hear me talk about this on the gold and silver and you see the job numbers, what do I say? You can't believe those numbers. They're just fake. And sure enough, man, of all things, the Biden-Harris administration so far for the year has overstated on jobs by almost 2 million jobs. In other words, they lied, they inflated it, they cooked the books. The parallel market will be overturned. A source said up-and-coming decisions from the central bank that will confuse the markets and raise exchange rates. Now, it's interesting they don't say which exchange rate right here. It said a bank source reported on Monday that confusion occurred within the foreign exchange markets while its prices were likely to rise. The source told the Baghdad News today that the central bank will issue new decisions on foreign exchange prices and the way it is traded inside Iraq. He stated that the decisions are likely to raise the dollar exchange rate in the parallel market due to the scarcity of the currency. Now, when they say raise the dollar exchange rate, that's not good for us. That means the dollar is rising up against the dinar. Said the source said that the aim of these decisions is to reduce the smuggling of currency or its monopoly in the hands of the weak souls. The dollar exchange rates this afternoon witnessed a new rise in the two major exchanges and local markets. Baghdad Today correspondent said that the dollar exchange rate, so right now in the black market, people are getting 1,505 dinars for every dollar. And the selling exchange rate is now 1,525 dinars for every dollar, which is much higher than the 1,320 dinars for every dollar, the official exchange rate. I see it's getting out of whack again. As it's harder and harder to get the US dollars, you're going to see the black market really start to increase. So I'm curious to see what kind of decisions the central bank is going to make, considering that the US dollar is rising against the dinar. I said this not too long ago when people lost their minds. I showed you guys articles where the central bank had been talking about they wanted to lower the exchange rate of the dinar again. They wanted to drop it back down to where it was, not raise it, lower it, because they felt like they made a mistake the first time. In my opinion, I don't believe that. I don't think they made a bad decision, but they do need to do something about that parallel market. The reason why it's so successful is because people prefer to get the US dollars if they can. And if businesses and travelers want to get more bang for their buck, they don't have a problem with selling the US dollars for more Iraqi dinars, more than the official exchange rate. So it kind of puts Iraq in a pickle. But right now, I'm curious to see what these decisions are going to be. Do they raise the rate of the Iraqi dinar or do they lower it? Let me know what you guys think down below. Anyways, that's it for now. I'll get you later. I'm out.